Howdy, folks, and welcome on in for another episode of Out of the Abyss with Team 6. I am the DM Ben, and I am excited to introduce you to my wonderful friends and their wonderful characters. Starting off with a straight shooter in combat and conversation, Syndrolorn, played by Zach.
Hello.
Next up, a man of few words whose actions are absolutely deafening, uh, Thorin Brightwind, played by host of the stream, Firebird, Jeff.
Good evening.
Next up, returning from the shadows, following a path unseen, Sauxus, played by Chris.
Grüezi.
I like it. And finally, the heart and soul of the party and unofficially elected leader, Opportunity, played by Gabby.
I think Thorin has the most names.
I don't know what that's in reference to, but okay.
He's Thorin, and he's Brightwind, and he's the host of the stream, and he's Firebird, and he's Jeff.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yes. A man of many titles, in few words.
Whose actions are deafening.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. All right. We may return in our characters having gone about some personal business here in Gonfalgrim, retrieving items, double checking for information, assisting allies to surprising ends, uh, adding just a little more shopping uh, as we turn our attention to Salxus and Opportunity, returning from the switching station headed towards the Great Keep. Is there any conversations that you guys would be having or anything else that you were worried about doing before you leave the city today?
I mean, the first thing on my to-do list is actually get around to identifying that thing that I still don't know what it does, and then making it do the thing that I know that it does.
So do you need a pearl or anything for that, or
I think I
you can
still
get
have
one?
some.
All right. And then if not, somebody had recommended a place where you could go buy stuff like a pearl necklace.
Yeah, that's true. But the pearl itself has to be worth 100 gold, so good luck.
Indeed. All right, Salxus.
Conversation-wise, I don't know. I think we've spoken about pretty much everything we need to speak about.
Yeah, it's gonna be quiet.
Do we at this point still have him in the traveling room, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's better to wait until we're back in the Great Keep before we.
All right. Yeah,
Right.
then
Move
let's do
along.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can pass over the bridge, the lava bubbling underneath. As you pass by guards on either end, they kind of nod to you, a friendly gesture. Much different than when you had first arrived to the city. As you guys make your way into and through the Great Keep, your footsteps echoing through the stone building, you can find yourselves in the shared space. Thorin has gathered his own gear together. He seems to be double checking it and making sure that things are packed in. Disappointingly enough, Stool still drifts motionless across the surface of the fountain.
Yeah.
Singelorn is missing, but not for long, as a series of 3 sets of footsteps can be heard heading towards the group. Wefrock's somewhat tired voice heard first. I'm sorry about that. I did mean to get that sending stone to you earlier, but so much has happened in such a short time it must have slipped my mind. I am
No
quite
worries.
ready for another rest, especially after having to cast Magic Circle twice in a row. Though it was nice to meet your new friend here with us, as 3 figures can round the corner Wefrock, Sinjalorn, and a third one, another elf, a woman in, I believe, what is it, chainmail?
Yes.
I will let you do any further describing that you would like to now. And they're under your control.
You see a warrior of some kind, heavy armor, large shield, walking behind Sinjalorn, awaiting instruction. As we approach, Sinjalorn sees everyone here and would address the group. Well, I have finally come across a lead on my mission, and at this point, I'm going to take my leave. This person behind me, she is of my kingdom and has seen fit to come to my aid to do what is necessary for me to do my mission. So I am assigning her to protect you and to aid you in your mission while I go about and do mine. Opportunity, you still have the sending stone I gave you, yes?
Yes.
If you have need of me or if something develops, feel free to reach out.
Don't you still have the one that me and you have together?
Yes, I have both. One for Sinjalorn and one for Thorin.
Okay.
And with that, Sinjalorn will turn on his heel and leave.
Just like that.
Just
Make
like
good
that.
choices.
He really is pulling an Irish accent, damn.
Wefrock clears the throat. Well, hold on. He'll look towards Opportunity and Sauxus. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I am a priest of Moradin, and I do it hear word. There's something you may want to see, Sinjalorn.
I will pause and just turn my head over my shoulder.
Well, and Sarxa steps to the side, out to the open, with enough space to put down the traveling room, and just place down exactly that.
What?
As Sauxus goes to step inside, Wefrock will move over to stand by.
I'll be done around 10.
Get on the right layer here, that'll help. Sinjalorn. And elbow him gently in the side.
Okay.
Also, you forgot to tell your friends your companion's name. Bit of a rough
No.
introduction. Did he? I didn't hear her name.
Nope, no name.
My companion is Faye. I don't give away names.
That's a good point.
Ah,
There is far more Faye
That name's
features
strong
on my
title.
companion than there is of Sinjalorn.
Wefrock will shake his head. Have it as you will. Sorry, continue, Sauxus.
Alright. After that little bit, he will disappear inside the traveling hut, and then come outside carrying an elven person dressed in freshly bought traveling clothes, still asleep. Or still asleep. An elf asleep.
What
And
Unconscious.
gently set him down next to the group. Well, I think it's proper to reintroduce you to each other. This is Seraph. He had a bit of a change, as you can see. He was under the effect of the demon queen Sakdamoy, and I went to the temple of Moradin for help, and help he did receive, as you can see.
So Sareth was a drow, correct?
Exactly.
Yes,
And you said he's now a what elf?
Yep.
that is incorrect.
Hmm.
If
And his foot is back.
Sinjalorn looks closely, it is the same facial features, the same haircut. The only thing that has changed is his clothes. Or his clothes and obviously his skin and hair color.
And his foot is back.
Yay.
That too.
He is no longer Stumpy.
Well, instead of leaving him on the ground, how about we wake him up?
How about it?
And opportunity will pass over one of the vials. Oh, that's on that note. When Ericrin showed up, I believe she had 4, but one of them was mine.
Yeah,
So there are
And you
3 left.
that's what
one
I
of
meant, I
them-
guess.
Okay, good.
And you
good,
poured
good.
one of them in the fountain, right?
No, I didn't. I very carefully did not waste a dose doing that.
Okay.
Poured like a couple of drops. It was a very
Yeah.
poor roll, so
Yeah.
you wasted.
alright.
You didn't waste anything but time.
Yes. So it's there are 2 left. There was one for me, one for you, one for Sareth, one for Stool.
Yes.
All right.
So I'll give you this one, and then I have 1 left. I have to repair the patch of duplication before I use it.
All right. And with that, Sarxus will give Seraph the dose, or make him drink it, or whatever it's needed.
Yeah, you can pour it into his mouth, and much in the way of getting a farm animal or something to swallow just by rubbing the throat, a natural body action can be made to swallow. And after a grimace and a grunt, his eyes will flutter open, a now kind of light shade of green. What is that awful taste? Where am I? As he goes to sit up and push himself away from. I guess where did you lay him down at? On one of, like,
I guess
the
he'd be
benches?
in between the group, so everyone is
So he's
gathered
on the
around him.
ground.
Yeah.
As he goes to push himself up, running his forearm across his mouth, trying to maybe get any drops of air before he freezes. And then just rubs at his forearm. This isn't fun. What did you do?
A lot has happened.
I would like to know the same. You said Moradin did this?
Yes. All right, Seraph, let me give you the rundown. We've arrived at Gauntlegrim,
Yes.
and
And
I
we
noticed you've
arrived-
been...
We arrived maybe 5 days ago.
5 days.
Yes. Yes. I noticed a few days ago you are under the influence of Sakdemoy, the demon queen of spores and mushrooms. And the influence was spreading so far, something had to be done. So I brought you to the Temple of Moradin, who seemed to have seen something in you worthy of giving you his grace. You are now free of her influence and have been granted a new form.
I,
It's a lot
I
to
don't
take
know
in,
whether
I
to
know.
be angry or thankful or to just
How
not
about
care at all.
furious?
That can be decided later.
He looks to Sinjalorn, somewhat confused. He's gonna make an insight check. What is your he's not gonna pass anyways, it doesn't matter. He's looks maybe a little quizzical and surprisingly maybe a little hurt. And these clothes and dagger, these aren't mine. Where are my belongings?
You have been covered by flames of Moradin as you transformed. All your belongings went up in flames. I'm sorry.
No. I only have one thing left of hers. Where are you traveling in here in the Underdark? Any of you? Are any of you? I know it's unlikely, but are any of you going to head towards Menzo Berenzin?
Seraph, let me be frank with you. You have been granted a possibility to leave the Underdark. I know you don't talk about it, but when the flames swallowed you, so did they touch me. I've seen into you, and I know this. The Underdark and Drow Society is not for you. You have the chance to leave, not look back and lead a life that might actually fulfill you. I will not drag you down into the Underdark with me again against your will. So think carefully of what you wish to do with this opportunity.
Make me a persuasion check. See, I gotta check his little stat page real quick. I gotta update that too at some point.
Oh, damn.
What'd you
Woof.
get?
Nat 1.
Oh. He shakes his head fervently. No,
It's
I can accept that I have a new life, and I am to some degree thankful for that, but there are some things that I cannot leave behind. I
and you won't.
have one thing. What?
It's impossible to leave your past behind. It will always be with you. You will always remember it, even if you go and walk among the green fields. You know where you came from. That's not going to change.
It's different having something of that actually was from there to hold on to. It won't be hard. I've lived amongst the drow my whole life. I am a drow, even despite this change. I can maybe get some kind of magic or paint and hair dye. I just need to get to Menzo Berenzin to get one thing back. If I can continue to travel with you, or if any of you know someone that might be headed that way, I can make myself useful. I'm still a traveler, a fighter.
For now, at least, Opportunity and I, the plan stands that we will be heading to Graven Hollow, followed by the Netherlight Grove.
If that's the path you're heading, then I'll still travel with you. It puts me close enough to Menzo Berenzin.
Well,
You know the Netherlight Grove is in the opposite direction you intend to travel initially, yes?
it's 2 weeks away from.
Nope.
But it's in the other direction. We have to go one direction to get to the Graven Hollow, and then we have to come back through Gauntlgrim to go to the Neverlight Grove.
Unless you're willing to search the space out there might be other connecting caverns. You just know of paths that go directly from Gauntlgrim to those places, because that's where you're working from.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We could, we
can
totally
explore.
could avoid Gauntlgrim if we really wanted to, but why wouldn't we stop in and
But I
see
will
how
say
things are going?
that the Neverlight Grove and Graven Hollow are actually both east of Gauntlgrim. Graven Hollow is more northeast.
And Stindlorn is hoping to head which direction from here?
That is up to him whether or not he's going to share.
Well, it's gonna be the center of the labyrinth, isn't it?
Not necessarily. He's following a person.
Oh,
I have no
Well, his-
intentions for the labyrinth.
I do.
Even though your
I
rings
thought.
are there.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
can deal
thought you
without
were
that.
after.
All
My
right.
mission is to retrieve someone. And now that I have a lead, I am following it.
Sareth's attention does turn back to Sinjalorn. If I do get to Menzo Berenzin and get what I'm after, would where you're from accept me?
Oof.
You would
I
need to
wouldn't
come.
lie.
You would need to come clean, and then
I
submit
wouldn't
yourself
lie.
to whatever judgment they deem.
Interesting.
Because
And
as of right now, I'm half tempted to pull my bow on you.
because Moradin forced a
For
change
what?
on him while he was unconscious,
Yes, because he is a drow.
and
Your form should not be changed as such.
Moradin judged his very soul.
It was not Moradin's realm to deal with elves.
Yet it's
But it's
Moradin who
yours.
peered into his very essence and deemed
No,
him to
even if it's
fit
not
to have a second
Moradin.
chance.
If it's not Moradin's right to judge elves, then it's not your right to judge him.
I'm
I
not
think
saying
that
it wasn't for judgment.
I
Moradin,
will retract my question. I think there's many other places on the surface that I could explore too. I thank you for your answer nonetheless. Push himself up to his feet, finally looking towards opportunity in Sauxus. I thank you for both of your help. I'm not upset with either of you or anything that's happened. I'm happy to follow along. I'll slow you down. I still know the Underdark.
Sinjalorn will address Zareth. I was coming around to accepting you. I know this is not your choice to make this change, but it is still a grave oversight.
Why?
And with that, I'm leaving. With that, I'm
your
leaving.
Wait,
qualms are
no,
with
Sinjalorn!
Moradin,
Oh,
not
for
him.
Pete's sake. Fine. Thorin, what about you? What are your plans?
What about? I have no intention of going to Graven Hollow. I've got my own things I need to complete.
You're not even going to go to the Graven Hollow because it might answer some of your questions.
I know my questions are answered by my actions.
Your questions were answered by the Lich,
If you want to call him a lich.
if I want to call him a Lich.
What
So then where are you
lich?
going to be heading?
To the labyrinth.
Wait, what?
I still have to keep my promise about this skull as I hold up the skull once again.
Black mist gently wafts out of the eye sockets for just a second before it settles.
Great.
Was Sarxus awake the last time, or like the time Thorin explained everyone what it is?
Yeah, that was just during the last sharing circle. That was, hours before we left.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, I can.
If not, I'm sure you would have been filled in or seen it dangling from his hip at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunity, you're welcome to try to take it again.
I would love to, but I would also love to have someone else try to take it and see what happens.
Sareth will look over to Thorin and goes to speak up, and then he actually thinks better of it and looks over to the new member of the party that Sinjalorn left to work with them.
That's such a cop
Are
out.
we going to have any problems? I hope not.
She shakes her head no.
It's good to meet you. My name is Sarith. You are?
Astavia.
It's good to meet you, Astavia. I hope to speak with you a little bit. Think I've got some things to learn. And just a heads up. Or actually, I guess he wouldn't know, so never mind. He'll turn his attention back to Thorin. Is this like a game? Just take it from you? Are you going to pull it away?
Why don't you find out?
Step round opportunity. What is it? A Constitution save or was it a Wisdom?
It was
Constitution
Constitution.
save.
Constitution. Oh. Yeah, peanut butter's not settling well. Maybe you're not supposed to eat that much.
Okay,
Oof.
never mind. He did it.
Oof.
Sareth's eyes go dark as he curses. But interestingly enough, you've all heard it many times. Lolth, damn it. When he goes to speak, you all hear it clearly. Moradin, damn it.
Oh, for Pete's sake. No, I veto that. That's so gross. Ugh. Disgusting. Whatever. Deities.
He clears his throat. I meant Mordant.
Just accept it. There's nothing you can do at this point.
I have many, many things to learn, it appears. If anybody looks to Wefrock, he has an expression between confusion and just sheer joy.
Yuck.
It does indeed seem like you have some things to learn. I have maybe a short book or scroll that I could give to you before you leave. As Sareth growls in frustration, blindly groping for the edge of one of the nearby seats. You know what? We'll roll for that too, for shits and giggles.
Oh
Yeah,
no, don't make him eat shit more.
I don't think he'll eat shit, but he might just be blindly groping around.
I'll help him
Come
if
on.
it comes to that.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. We'll get you there.
I mean, there you go. He's fine.
Yeah. With a fair amount of skill, somebody born and raised in the dark, he finds the edge of the couch fairly easily before guiding himself into a seat. Folding his arms and a leg, his posture as closed off as could be, his eyes still pitch black.
See, his
Don't
eyes
mind
changed
me.
color. My eyes didn't change color.
I think I messed up then, because I know that
Okay.
Thorin's went pitch black
Interesting.
when he failed.
Okay,
Do you already have magic affecting your eyes?
that's true.
Your RGBs are on. They overpower the darkness.
Okay, so that's interesting that it happens to everyone.
Well,
Alright.
since Refrock already mentioned us leaving, Seraph, we plan to leave by this evening. If there's still something you wish to do in the city, you should do it fast. And
But
if there's still some doubt in your mind, take some time and think it through. Maybe go to the surface. It might be the last time you see it for a while.
or the first time you've seen it in forever.
Or the first time, yes. Either way. The city should be open
Listen.
to you. Just mention our name. We've garnered somewhat of a positive reputation.
Hmm.
Who knows why?
If there's the chance that I could get a bag from somebody, I wouldn't be
Yes,
opposed to going outside if opportunity would like to come with me.
I suppose I can.
once I can see again. How long does this last? He glares maybe where Thorn was a moment ago.
It only lasted a minute for me.
Thank goodness. I could at
Right.
least see dimly beforehand. This is miserable.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! You don't have... Oh my gosh, okay. You still have dark vision, but you don't have the
It's
enhanced
much
dark
more
vision.
limited.
You don't have the sunlight sensitivity, though, so that's gonna be fun. Okay. Oh! Yuck. Okay. Yes. So I think I'm going to go... a bag. Yeah. The marketplace is not
Wefrock
between
will hold a hand
us.
up. I've got an old one that he can have. I've been
Alright.
quite happy to have you all help me clear out some miscellaneous things from my office. I've become a bit of a hoarder in my old age.
The odd requests of adventurers.
Doran looks over
Cool.
any spell scrolls you don't want.
I know, right?
Make me a persuasion check. Or just a straight charisma, actually. You're not persuading, just a straight charisma.
Fuck.
He chuckles and shakes his head. No such luck this time, friend. I'll be back
Alright.
with that bag for you in just a moment, Sereth. So
Hang on.
wander out of here. Oop.
Hang on, Webrock. Since everyone is gonna do their own thing, I think I'll take you up on that offer of visiting the archives of the city.
Perfect. Perhaps opportunity. Would you like to come with me while we grab the bag, and then you can bring it back to Sereth, and I can take
Yes.
Sauxus to the
That makes sense.
archives. Thank you. Miss Sereth, sit tight here, and he'll put a hand to the side of his mouth and cast the spell message, whispering quietly, "Thorin, please stay here and keep an eye on Sereth. Singelorn's response has me worried about his safety."
Doran just nods and stands there.
As stool drifts through the fountain, still bouncing off of the edges occasionally, like an old school screensaver. As the three of you may move along.
All right.
Great.
Not forgetting the traveling room, though. I'll pick that up first.
Oh, should we maybe move Stool into the traveling room before you close it?
We can do that, yeah.
Okay, great. Set him up
Boop.
someplace where he can dry.
Just dripping.
Remove Seraph from the item list and add Stool instead.
What is it? You've got the stakes in the wall for like coat racks. You just put his arms across those. He just drip down the wall like a
Get
wet
him
coat.
dried up.
They're not stuck in him. He's just resting on top of them.
What is the I thought there were cots on the opposite wall. Are they
That
a
too.
wooden frame?
They're just like
and then-
hammocks.
Yeah, we can put him in there and then he'll be
There you go.
supported while he dries.
Alrighty. As you guys can head further into the Great Keep, a detour leading over to Wefrock's office. Has the opportunity been there before?
Once in a one shot.
So not. Did you get a proper description or not?
There was a round wooden door that doesn't have a handle. As you get closer,
Sure.
there's some sensor that goes off and then he opens it with magic.
It magically opens itself as you step
okay, great.
inside. It is I believe it's a circular room as well. There's a few varying animal pelts on the floor, one of which has been peeled back partially. You can see some of a magic circle written in chalk on the ground. A suit of old, somewhat raggedy armor is by the door. If you look closely, there's no stand holding it up. It seems to be there on its own.
Nice.
Shelves line the walls with knickknacks here and there. I believe there's 2 chairs in front of a large, sturdy oak desk and another one behind it. Wefrock will wander into the room, over to one of the shelves, reaching down to some cupboards at the bottom, opening them up, and Let's see. Because I think it's fun, he's gonna pull out an old faded yellow bag, turning and handing it to Opportunity. It's a little worn and faded, but it'll still hold up. There's no holes or anything. And
Good.
I think the yellow will go nice with that auburn hair of his.
Oh boy. All right. Great.
And now that he's maybe not here, I don't see why it's not any reason for Mord to make that change. If maybe Seraph really was fit to be a wood elf, if he's a gentler soul.
But if the wood elves think that he's a drow in disguise, and the drow think that he's clearly a wood elf, and
Yes, it seems he's been given another short stick to speak, another problem to deal with, but if he can keep traveling with you, I don't think he'll be too upset for now. Uh, give him my best regards. I wish the best for him.
I will.
Are you ready, Salxus?
I am.
Right. As he'll gently escort you to kind of back out of his office, the door closing behind the three of you. Salxus and Wefrock can head further into the Great Keep. His Opportunity can go back to meet the others or off to do something else if he please.
Mm-hmm.
Making your way further and further into the Great Keep, the two of you will eventually come to a great pair of stone doors, a bit smaller than the ones that actually close off the bridge into the Great Keep itself. Pushing through into these reveals a space, something like two massive stone ziggurats, one flipped upside down underneath the other, and then hollow that out is what the space inside is. The upper half has little platforms extending out. A great deal of stone bookshelves wrap around the space, staircases leading up and down. Dwarves move about, many in a good deal in cleric's robes, but you can see the occasional warrior, worker, noble.
Mhm.
You appear to be the only non-dwarf in here at the time, but maybe the most eye-catching feature of the whole place is that in the center is what almost appears to be a sphere of dwarven spirits as they kind of gently circle around a glowing light in the middle. A few of them break away from this, heading towards you and Wefrock, the old dwarf, looking up and maybe raising a hand over your chest. The king spoke of this. Something happened just the last time another visitor was brought in here. Brace yourself. Please make me a religion check.
Oh boy.
Uh,
We like religion. Hang on. Yeah, we like religion.
Fantastic.
25.
Please roll me 2d10 plus your wisdom modifier. I guess it would be intelligence, because that's what religion is.
Oh boy, okay. Plus intelligence, so it would be +3, so
18. You have
18.
8.
Yeah.
You can watch as these spirits circle around you, ignoring Wefrock's kind of warding gesture. One by one, they'll just gently pass their hands over you or your belongings, your mask, your bag, your cloak, leaving all of them with a gentle shimmer. You may receive 18 temporary hit points that will last until you either get more temporary hit points or you take damage and lose all of them.
Oh, nice. Take it.
You won the ghost
Wefrock
roulette.
whistles. The last visitor I heard got hurt. Are you all right?
I feel great.
Okay,
Whatever it is, it's I'm
to hear.
taking it.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. The welcome into the archives. I'm more than happy to help you while you're here, especially since you'll be leaving soon. What are we looking for?
I am interested in two things actually. Past heroes of the Underdark and any records you have about the Demon Lord's activity in the past.
Well, records for heroes are kept on this first level here. The dwarves do like to recall our heroes as well as their allies, so we
Not
can
as
definitely
much.
look for those. Demon lords will be down on the lower floors. It is maybe a little on the nose, but the gods are kept up towards the tops and the demons down towards the bottom. But would you like to search together, or would you like to search one topic and I look for the other?
I'll take one topic at a time. Let's start together with one thing.
Alrighty. Shall we start with the heroes since we're here?
Yeah, let's head with them first.
I'm not really going to have you make me a roll. With his help and the time, you won't need to worry about finding what you're after. I just got to get to the right handout. You will eventually come to a large scroll rack. Many varying scrolls are on it. There are a couple different kinds of scroll cases. Wefrock and you can spend some time, opening them up, reading through the beginnings to try and get an idea. When you come across one, there it is, Dwarven Archive information, titled "The Fell Pulled Over," a large scroll in an iron case that has the title imprinted firmly onto the protective metal covering. The date simply reads the times of founding. You are welcome to make me a history check if you'd like, to try and get a rough idea of when that is.
Oh boy, history's the one intelligence throw I'm not proficient at. Let's see.
You can just.
Oh.
I don't know if you
Well
need it.
enough.
Don't worry about it.
Well
That could be anywhere from about 4,300 years ago to 9,300. So it
Okay.
is,
Quite far back.
yeah, quite a good chunk of time. But reading through, or glancing through as this thing extends quite some distance, it follows the tale of a dwarven warrior, a elven ranger, a halfling cleric, and a human wizard trying to find the source of strange, shadowy incursions afflicting the Underdark as well as occasionally the surface. Most of it is in Dwarvish, but there are a few bits here and there in Common and
I can speak
Elvish.
Dwarvish. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Elvish too. Common too.
So,
Of course. Everything's fine.
and I will say that I don't remember if you guys got any names off the graves or not while you were there in the Shadowfell, but some of them seem vaguely familiar as you glimpse through this.
Are you talking the area where I did my bow?
Yes.
Yep.
Where
I recorded them.
Sidorn did his bow.
Oh, cool.
Well, too
Could I
bad
get
that
those,
Sidorn is
please?
gone.
All right.
Yeah, too bad.
Hey, you guys,
Sidorn's gone.
you guys are. I mean, yeah.
I appreciate that. I guess it's a little awkward, but we're going to give you inspiration to your new character for actually having that note. I appreciate that. Astavia. I like that name. But yeah, it seems to be a fairly good lead. There's enough similarities to what you've seen and possibly dealt with on your trip so far. Would you be looking for any other hero groups or anything, or would that be enough?
Those are the only ones. Once I find the scroll, I'll ask Grefrock, may I make a copy of it? I have the necessary things for it in my traveling hut.
Here in the records, we actually do have a wonderful service. Normally, it would cost visitors, but I can get it done free for you. We can have it magically transcribed. It should take but a moment. If you would like to find what you're after, we can do so before we leave. And these can
That
be
would be
returned by
perfect.
workers.
That would be perfect.
Right. Are you after any specific demon lord, or try to find whatever you can about any of them?
There are 3 names that come to mind. It's Jubilex, Zakdemoy, and Beelzebub, but
And I will make a correction. Beelzebub is one of his names. The, I guess, more canon one is Fraz Urbalu.
okay, then
Yeah, that sounds more D&D.
yeah. Where's Blue?
Beelzebub doesn't sound too far off either, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fraz Urbalu. I can copy paste that if you'd like, or you can
Yes,
spell it how
please.
you feel.
Or you can.
I will forget it
spell how you
otherwise.
feel.
Let's see. I don't know why I'm going to put it in Roll20, but I'm going to do it there.
Where's Blue?
Yuck.
He has a French twist to his name. So he definitely is a demon.
All right. Reading through for Fraz Urbalu, we'll start there because that's the fun one to say. You can mostly find occasional small journal entries or notes, but very little of it is ever concrete. Many of them will come to dead ends, and the only ever successful hunts for cults or cultists of his often turn up to be people working unwittingly for him, or even enemies of Fraz Urbalu taken down by other enemies of his that he's led on with tampered evidence and clues.
So mostly victims of his puppeteering, like Syndron
Indeed.
I have been.
Indeed. Jubilex, the Faceless Lord, has no direct activities in the Underdark, but nonetheless, cultists devoted to the oozing lethal mass crop up every few years or so, often consuming and acting erratically. A alien force to be dealt with, but not one that often coalesces to anything dangerous.
Did they
And I
have
believe
any goals they proclaimed to be after?
no. Most of the cultists that end up involved in it are mad, much like the Pudding King, where he is just wallowing in increasing filth, watching things mold, talking to slimes.
Mm-hmm.
They are very seldom directed towards one goal unless it is either driving others out or consuming them into their strange masses, or sacrificing others towards Jubilex in great bubbling pots, or to slimes worshipped as avatars of him.
All right.
And I believe Zucktoy was the other specific one you were after.
Yep, and that's the interesting one, I think.
The Demon Queen of Fungus has actually tried to attach herself to the denizens of the Neverlight Grove in the not too distant past. Thankfully, the Myconids were able to repel her influence with help from various Underdark druids, as well as a mysterious figure referred to as Aramikos. Zuckmoy remained within the Abyss during this event, and it's believed that the power she might have received from drawing on the Myconids and their shared melding would have been put to use in her battle with Jubilex, hoping to possibly put an end to it forever. Other than that, she has had various spore cults crop up down here, often in search of sapping power from things, whether that be powerful entities or just powerful natural sources of magic. She seems to be some kind of leech. She is quite content to take what others have worked for.
All right. Is there any further details about Eromicus?
Hmm. That is one that I don't have directly prepared. Let's see here. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
With pleasure. Hang on. Before that, let me.
I was gonna say, don't you have something that lets you set it to a 10 if it goes too low or something? Or is
No,
that something
that's
else?
for detecting people lying.
Yes.
It's just I can use bonus action instead of action, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just searching even faster.
I guess, yeah.
Let's see if I can find what I'm after. Let's check what you got. 14. It's not too bad. Where is it at? Yeah, there's that. Tower, getting there. Oh, that's it. That's the bottom of it. Yeah, I know enough on that. Reading through, you find that Oromikos is not necessarily a actual entity. You find it listed in several maps of the Underdark as a massive expanse of kind of conjoined fungal growths. Technically, it might be the largest living thing in the Underdark and even the world.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah. That checks out. Okay. Does it say he lives in the Netherlight Grove?
Let me check something real fast. Close the into the darkness. Open image. Where he's at? Is what you asked?
Yep.
He's not in the Neverlight Grove. He is actually southeast of the Neverlight Grove, past the Dark Lake. At some point, you guys actually, when you were at Velkenvelv, you were the nearest you would have been to being next to Aramikos. Maybe less than a day's worth of travel had you gone the opposite direction.
Okay. Alright, I think I have all the info I need then.
Righty. As you were looking through information on the demon lords, a lot of it was grouped together. Edit in some players' journals, in Crispy's. Save changes. There should be a journal entry in the handouts called Dwarven Archive Information.
Yep.
There may be more in there that you would actually get from directly reading through things.
It's still blank, but it's there.
I think I know what I did. I can fix it real fast. Edit. I put that all in the DM section that you can't read. Let's just go ahead and copy paste that. Paste. Boom. There you
There we
go.
go. Yeah, now I can see it.
as you can make your way back towards the exit with Wefrock, who will take you over to a few scribes and clerics, one of which has a magical quill floating around in the air by him, and nods. I was watching when you came in with Wefrock. I was worried for a second. We were maybe thinking of visitors might not be allowed in anymore. But it looks like you may have made a good case for that not happening. Looking to have a few things transcribed?
Yes, I'd like to have a transcription of this case, a scroll about the past heroes from long ago.
Of course. It will not be coming with its own scroll case. You will have to provide your own.
That's
But-
fine.
Okay, good. And they'll open up the scroll case. The smell of dust and old parchment filling the air as they unfurl it completely. What looks to be maybe 12 feet of parchment expanding out between them as it is transcribed into a equally sized newer scroll that is rolled up and handed over to you. The varying books that you've gotten with information on the demon lords that you were after, Wefrock is gathered up as well. Flipping to the sections pertaining to them, allowing you to kind of convey information about all of them into one book together in a bit of a shorthand, quick read way.
All right.
There we go. Is there anything else you need or would like to speak about, friend? We can speak as we go. He'll kind of guide you back out of the archives.
Well, what path will the city take now that the Mirrorkin has been located and we will be leaving soon?
There's still many clerics, people of faith that have been having bad dreams, sensing ill omens, and whatnot. So I, for one, will probably urge the king to continue with his attempt to make more allies, have them ready to come assist Gauntlgrim. But to be honest, I'm not sure too much of else we could really do. What else we could do? It's
Well, why I can't speak about the competence of the king as I haven't properly met him. I can tell him, or I can tell you that he has competent allies and he kind of nudges him. So I'm sure
Wefrock
you
will
will,
chuckle
you will
and
manage.
shake his head. I appreciate the compliment. He does indeed have a good cabinet, a good group of allies. And despite how he was on his departure and how he felt about what's happened with Zareth, Singelorn may be one of those good allies. They've were ready enough to work with us on his word. We're ready enough to help his kingdom Nelrund in vain, should they need it as well. Despite maybe some of my gripes with the elves and how hoity-toity, or I was going to say easily offended, but a certain forge master comes to mind, so maybe I can't level that complaint against them. But
Oh, well.
as a people, as a group, they seem to be fair enough, in at least starting off.
There will be plenty of opportunities to work again. It's not a permanent goodbye that Sandron has spoken.
I didn't think it was. But I'm glad to hear that you know that. Well, as I said, it's been a busy few days. I think it might be time for me to return to my own home and rest for a little bit, and he'll hold a hand out to Sauxus.
Soxos takes it and
He pulls you in
Probably
and
gives
hugs
him-
you.
stay safe, old man.
Stay safe, Saloon Knight. May your God of the Moon watch over you, and Moradin keep you safe in his firm embrace. Tell your friends goodbye. This old man's running out of energy, and to be honest, it's hard to say goodbye to so many friends so fast. But at least all of these ones are still alive. So break the hug, patting you on the back somewhat.
I will tell them. And
Thank
we will
you.
come visit again. Take some rest, you deserved it.
Thank you. It warms these old bones. Goodbye, friend. I'll see you later. And he'll wander off. You can return to the shared area.
I will instead go to the surface and actually retrieve that thing we left there. What's it called? That little
The
shrine.
Oh,
We
the
may or
little
may not have
statuette.
forgotten. Yeah.
Yeah. There's
So
like
is
an
that-
unopened bottle of wine next to it.
Yeah, I also have a few things I need to speak with Aranda about.
As actually, I guess once Sareth has his vision back and he's got the bag, he'll look to opportunity. Thank you for getting this for me. And would you be willing to come to the surface with me? I have something that I would like to look for.
All right. I suppose I can
Could be.
identify this thing up there just as good as anywhere.
He smiles broadly and nods. Good, that's even better. Do you remember what my daggers look like?
Mm. I'd know them if I'd see them again.
I can describe them to you. You've seen them. I know you have.
And you think that they're up there?
He chuckles and shakes his head. No, but they're not special. He'll lean in close and whisper. There is a stash of drow equipment in some caverns a little further outside the city.
That makes sense.
They're more likely to look in the caverns below for drow looking for captives on raids. Height above, take some very slim passages that the dwarves couldn't squeeze through if they tried. Down into the Iron Tabernacle, get your captives and leave. He pauses
Always
as
the
he
Iron
says this.
Tabernacle.
Yes, it's the part they've
Fantastic.
struggled the most with reclaiming. But nonetheless, I would like to go get this gear. I appreciate what you've got me, but armor would be better.
Of course.
The two of you can go, leaving Estavia and Thorin. Actually, is Thorin left yet?
As I was gonna say, Thorn would depart after as everyone disperse. You'd
City.
start making his way outside the city.
Let's see. So you're after that. Get what you're after. I'm guessing you would like to speak with Arende over text.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. As Opportunity and Sareth can go back outside the city, is Opportunity willing to burn the Identify? Sareth says is willing to look for it beforehand if you don't want to use a spell.
Yeah, I think if I spend the 10 minutes as a ritual, that gives him enough time to find what he's looking for, and that way I don't know where it is.
All right. Yeah, we'll see. Do I still have it open? I don't. All right, where's Sareth at?
And the secret is preserved.
Sareth. Oh, you don't want to know where the drow hide their stuff that he's gonna go take?
No, if I know, they'll kill me.
Crybaby. See, what's he get? Because he's... Oh, it already had advantage set up. My bad. Yeah. After a few moments, Sereth will chuckle and shake his head. Never mind. I see it up there already. I'm not sure how, but I guess I'll just hide it somewhere else. I don't think that I would like to leave the things that I can't take with me where others could get to them. I don't think they need it anymore. So
So
Sereth will maybe... Huh?
so you are against the Drow? Even though they are your people? Or were your people?
Maybe? I don't know.
And
But
it's little cost to them anyway, that they can't find one of their little caches.
it's enough gear for an entire party. It's enough gear for at least 7 people. Nothing
Well.
special, just regular armor, daggers, rapiers, a few crossbows. But anything to slow them down.
I suppose.
I did have my own people turn on me. I
Only
know for
because
certain.
Zugtamoy got her
Yes.
grubby little hands all over you. If that hadn't happened, I feel certain that they wouldn't have.
If not then when? I, as a young boy, have watched men be killed for simply upsetting a drow woman or for the need of a certain ritual for Lolth, for no longer being entertaining to the woman they were with. It could have been for any number of reasons.
Fair enough.
So I think yes, I think I am against the drow now.
Well then,
So
we're more on
I'm
the
going to
same
go.
side than ever.
He smiles and nods his head. Good to hear that much from someone. I was kind of hoping that maybe I could be a little closer with Sinjalorn and learn about the Wood Elves from him.
I know,
Why,
I'm
it's
surprised at him.
frustrating.
I'm surprised at him. You are no longer a drow. Shouldn't that be something to celebrate?
I know. My people were betrayed.
But
Lolth took us in and gave us some form of purpose. To have one of us turned back, and I guess maybe that's the reason. Like I said, we were betrayed. Maybe they don't want us back. I don't know. I'll be back. I'm going to get this gear and think a little less.
yes, you go.
And he'll climb up the nearby cliff face with a little bit of effort. You can listen to clinging and clanging as you'll watch the occasional dagger and other melee weapon be flung down the hill from this cliffside.
Yikes.
Before Sereth will return. The only visible gear being a crossbow and rapier. Probably best not for me to put on the armor till maybe we're outside of the city. And I've got a couple of daggers as well.
Perhaps.
Well,
Right.
he pauses and takes a moment to look up and around. I know I should be the one that knows this, but what time do you think it would be?
Let's see. We woke up in the morning. In the morning, spent about 2 hours at the sharing circle. And then Salixus and I went on our whole adventure, and with travel times included, it's got to be afternoon by this point.
Yeah, the sun is fully out, and Sereth is looking around, kind of maybe now just taking it in. I was so focused on not feeling defenseless that I didn't really think about it. I can look up. I don't have to squint or hold my hand over my eyes.
And
It
there's
feels
so
warm.
much to see.
Let's see here. Where's it at?
Yes.
We'll do this. He nods, looking surprisingly comfortable. There really is. I've heard that some drow, Dorgar, and whatnot are unnerved by there not being a ceiling overhead, or how endless it can feel. They get panicked and need to look at the ground or be somewhere enclosed. I think that's a shame. I think there's a beauty to all of this blue and white and green.
Wait until you see a city.
He grimaces. Maybe, if the cities are more like this one and less like Menzo Barons, and
Oh, yes. Definitely more like this one, but they also have the sky over all of it.
it could be nice. I think a port city would be nice to go to.
And the
Maybe we can
ocean.
do that when this is all done and over with.
Maybe.
And speaking of, we should probably get back to them.
Yes. Have I had enough time to identify the thing?
Are you, yeah, you would have had the 10 minutes. And it indeed does what it is, a arcane transference, or what is it, an artificer's arcane transference apparatus?
Okay. Artificer's arcane transference, something, whatever. It doesn't matter. It does the thing that I need it
Apparatus.
to do. Does it come with any special rules? Like you can only use it once a day, or it needs to be this certain kind of rarity in order to be this certain kind of rarity, or
Yes.
okay.
The rarity needs to be equal to or lesser than the item that it is transferring from.
Okay, so greater things can go
You
down, but
can't,
lesser things can't go up.
indeed. You need to roll a d20 on a critical failure. The item loses its magic, but the magic will return to whatever item you were initially pulling from.
Oh, okay. So on a nat 1, the thing stops working.
Yes,
But
it breaks. The magic no longer functions.
okay, but
And you may use it.
theoretically,
It's got 3 charges per rest.
okay. But theoretically, I could recharge it with another one.
If you had a second one.
Theoretically. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And it's not cursed. And it doesn't require attunement.
Nope.
Okay, great, cool. Then we should go back and find Thorin and see if I can get my hands on the bag of duplication.
I believe you have it already.
I do? It isn't
Nope,
in my
Thorin
list.
still has it.
Thorin
Oh.
still has it.
Thorin picked it up after Sinjorn dropped it.
That is a shame because you lost to Jeff by a couple of seconds. He just sent me a message saying that he is going to depart while you guys are out.
Oh, phooey.
As you and new Sereth V2 can return.
New Sarah.
Let's see, what was I believe Salxus would probably be. How long do you think you're going to be speaking with Rende? Was it a quick conversation, long conversation?
I only have like one or two things I'd like to say to him. I don't know if he has anything to say back, so
We both know he doesn't.
okay, yeah, that's a fair point. Okay.
And a good joke. All right, so yeah, Saxus would be back ahead of you too. So this group of 4 may come together. So, is there, for my incredibly short stay in the city, is there anything else we need to worry about, or anything you're dying to show me?
Not really. I think the biggest shock is behind you already.
That's a fair point. I don't think anything else is going to be as shocking as becoming a new person, to say.
Should we talk to Eldith about her engagement?
Right.
Sereth looks over to you. I was gone for 4 days. Eldith got engaged?
Eldith got engaged and then got unengaged.
To who?
The king.
What?
I know! That's what
Maybe
I
the
said.
shock isn't quite over yet, yes.
And I feel like we should talk to her about why. Why on both ends? Why would she propose to the king? And then why would she call it off?
Yes, for
We
my
should speak
curiosity,
that
I would
way.
like to know. I don't even know the king. Do you know where she's at? You know where she lives?
Yeah. I have a lead. We'll just have to sneak through some tight tunnels to get there.
Does she live in the Drow's hidden slate
No, she lives in the dwarves'
finding
hidden tunnels. The dwarves also have hidden tunnels around here. I'm assuming the gnomes have hidden tunnels around here too. Everyone is it's Gauntlgrim. Everyone is a piece of Gauntlgrim.
He just looks at you and just maybe lead the way.
All right, let's go. And I'll head back to Roscoe's, I guess.
Sereth will look over to his shoulder. Gustavia, you've been left behind each time. Would you like to come with us?
When we depart, I will accompany you.
He will shrug. All right. Best of luck. And he seems to pause and think about saying something else, but decides against it before moving to a join opportunity and possibly Sauxus.
Yep, I'll be coming along.
Great.
Fantastic. As the 3 of you can come together, opportunity will lead the 3 of you across the bridge and over to a section of Gauntlgrim, swerving in between buildings and down alleyways into a small tunnel that leads into densely packed buildings, apartments, and businesses inside what is cavern walls. Very few windows or exits along the way, leading back out to the opening. Opportunity can make his way back to Roscoe's. And I believe Opportunity told you, or not Opportunity, Eldith told you that she lives the floor above, but I don't know if you've actually gone there yet.
I figure it would be better to ask Roscoe if he has seen Eldith or where Eldith could be found this time of day.
Yeah. So making your way in past the little cloth curtain and into Roscoe's, you can see the tired halfling leaned against the counter, hand or chin resting in one of his hands, either powdered sugar or flour smeared onto both his chin and palm, as his eyes struggle to stay open. Welcome in. What can I make for you today?
Just directions. We were wondering if Eldith had been about.
The Roscoe blinks a couple times before rubbing the back of his hand against his eyes and opening them wider. Oh, yeah, I remember you. You're friends of hers.
Yes.
She was down earlier and picked up a couple of snacks. Said she was speaking with her family while they were here, and then she was going to go back up to them. I think she should be at her place.
All right. Do you mind giving us directions on how to get there?
Stairs to the next flight up, and it'll be a hallway that runs along the width of this place, the floor up. She's the second one on the left-hand side.
Excellent. Thank you. And then we'll
You're welcome.
leave. We'll leave
He'll
him to
lay
his
his
nap.
head down onto the counter with a gentle
He's
thud.
so cute.
You
All
can
right.
make your way following his tired instructions up one more floor to the proclaimed hallway and to the door. A actual wooden door with a old school kind of iron knocker attached to it. The sounds of people moving about, speaking and laughing in nearby spaces drowns out whatever could be going on the other side.
Then I guess we'll knock.
In just a few seconds, the door will open inwards. Eldith at first looking confused and then looking happy. Opportunity. Sauxus and no,
This
not
is-
Cinderlin.
This is Seraph.
Seraph?
Thanks to Moradin.
I'm
Yeah.
offended.
Allow us to reintroduce him. He has been granted a new life, you could say, by the grace of Moradin.
Yes, by the grace of Moradin, he says through gritted teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot to do it. Let me do this so she's actually on the map with you guys.
Yay.
She gives like a one of those confused / maybe kind of slightly nervous smiles. I'm happy to hear that you got another try. What are you doing here? It's not you specifically, Sarah. There's nothing wrong or anything. But what do I owe the visit to?
We heard through the grapevine that you got engaged to the king, and then you got unengaged. And he's rather upset about it. You don't seem too upset about it. Do you mind if we
There's
ask why?
You can hear a voice from further back in the building that Opportunity vaguely recognizes. Because she got tricked into it by a damned doppelganger. I'd never tell her to marry
Interesting.
somebody she wouldn't want to. Damned how she feels about the city. Her own feelings matter more. As you can see, eldest father poke his head around the corner. Oh boy, what was his name again? I know. I think I actually have a character sheet for him somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure.
Did I write it down? Maybe not.
It's in my notes somewhere, but God knows where. Yeah, it would be the. I don't know. I'm not too worried about slowing it down right now. Looking even further into the space, a small area cramped with a good deal of personal belongings, decorations, and whatnot. Eldest mother is sitting behind a small table mix-matched teacups and little plates sit between her and her husband, who has gotten up to maybe look a little more towards the party directly. Eldith nods her head. I had been ready to marry the king, somewhat at the behest of my parents. I was kind of moved to hear my father that concerned about the morale and future of Gauntlgrim. She leans in and whispers a little conspiratorially, though I guess that should have been a warning that it wasn't him. He's never been too worried about the city.
And
But,
and so you went to the king, but it wasn't your father.
yes.
Then
Apparently, they had come to actually try to convince me to leave the city, and doppelgangers intercepted them and replaced them and were trying to get me to, I guess, marry the king for some reason?
yes, that doesn't make sense. Why would the doppelgangers want you to marry the king?
Oh boy. I don't know. If there's maybe they would try to replace one of us during the ceremony, maybe?
Doppelgangers do try to take hostages. They've done it before, and they try to pull strings that way. So by
And if the
creating
king had a
connections,
wife,
yes.
She grimaces. He has been particularly fond of me since I've met him. He's respectful about it, though. He
that's
wouldn't
good.
overstep any bounds. Thankfully. I did feel awful having to break off the engagement. He looked so happy.
But now that the Mirrorkin has been routed, doppelgangers shouldn't be a problem much longer.
I heard there's a good few number of the guard and shop owners that are just missing. I know it's maybe unlikely, but I do hope that we come across some of them in the future. That they weren't gone for good.
Yes. We
Well, would you
do
like to
know.
join?
Oh,
We
yes, go
can
ahead.
keep standing out here forever, or maybe you would like to come in and join us for a little bit of tea. I don't know how long this is going on.
I don't know how long we have. We need to be out of the city before sundown.
That soon?
Yes. Did you? It has been a while since we spoke. You weren't there. The last
What?
thing that you were here for was the Never Have I Ever, which was before the first sharing circle.
I
Oh,
know I haven't
yikes.
gotten to see too much of you, but I
Oh, it was a
was
long time ago.
caught up in preparing for proposal and wedding things, and then that's all a wash now. And now it's, well,
Yes.
me and my family.
So after we played our little game, we... Did I have red eyes then? Wow. That was a long time ago. We... Stalxis turned again, and Cinderlorn put him to sleep again, because Cinderlorn told us that Darendil was a lie. The whole character of Darendil was made up. And Stalxis didn't like that very much, and so he turned. We fought him, he was put to sleep, and then we went down to the temple to try to get his soul separated from Darendil. But that didn't work because Darendil's soul was never attached to Stalxis.
If he's not real, there's no soul.
Exactly. But while we were down there, some of the members, some of the people at the Church of Saloon revealed themselves to be doppelgangers and took Thorin and me captive while Sindralord and Salxus went to the surface. So then we broke out and destroyed that outpost. And then... what am I trying to say? What's the most important part? What's the big part?
The part earlier on where Salxus has the timer and you need to leave quick.
Yeah. Is that happened? Oh, right.
Sharing circle.
Okay, the sharing circle happened. Salxus got put to sleep, and then Salxus woke. So Salxus turned.
Salxus died.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Salxus. Yeah. Salxus. He didn't just put Salxus to sleep. I'm mixing things up. Salxus died. He killed Salxus at that point, and then I resurrected him the same way that I did for you. Then, but in exchange for resurrecting Salxus, yuck. In exchange for resurrecting Salxus, we have to go to the Graven Hollow, and we are already running out of time. But once we are done at the Graven Hollow, then we will be free to come back here whenever we will.
You say that, but are you sure that doing this will end just like that? And it won't be something else? I shouldn't ask that. It already sounds like you're on a timer. I'll be mad at you for not staying and actually exploring the city with me later.
Yes.
As she'll hold her arms open. Now come here.
I'll give her a hug.
She gives you a hug, doing her best to hug you as tightly as she can without actually applying any bludgeoning damage. Next time you're actually exploring the city with me, and we're taking time to be friends about it. And you're not dumping a bunch of difficult conversations on me either.
Yes.
Good. She'll turn to Salxus. You too. She holds her arms open.
Salxus is a bit hesitant, but he will also hug her.
Please look after Opportunity. Can be a bit of a fool.
I know, I will.
Why would you say those
Good.
words in that order? How dare you?
And she'll look over to Sereth before shrugging and holding her arms open. I wish you the best with your new change, and maybe you also look out for Opportunity.
I'm literally not the one that needs to be looked after. All right.
Awkwardly accept the hug. You be careful as well. I just listened to Opportunity speak for a few seconds there, and it sounds like a lot happens here. It might be more dangerous than my own home city. Maybe when I come back to the surface, we'll come through here and I can join you in Opportunity. I haven't gotten to see any of the city yet. Noah will nod. Maybe. It would be nice to have just some time with him and I. But, I've got family here. It was good to see all of you. I wish you the best. I love you, Opportunity. Please be careful.
We'll try.
And she'll close the door, returning to her family.
Great.
Any other tasks?
Anything else that we can risk doing before we leave?
We have the supplies. I know we have things like equipment, but food, water, potential climbing equipment. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Oh, I'm 100% laughing.
Yeah, he saw with the fishing pole.
Yeah. among other things.
Disgusting. Okay. Yeah, Central Lorn. Okay.
You didn't want Sinjalorn there anyway.
What? How? What gave you that impression?
Sinjalorn is the cause of all of our problems.
That doesn't mean we
Listen,
don't want
it's
him.
D&D. Problems
He's the
are
only reason
fun
why we're on an
in D&D.
adventure. All right.
Yes, let's see. It is 5 silver pieces for a ration. As for water, it doesn't say specifically, but I would put water at probably 5 silver for a day's worth of water.
Man, that alchemy
I
jug I
mean-
had would have come in so much handy.
You
You
can
need to
just go
shut
to
up.
the surface and
All right.
stuff it with snow, let it melt.
We're
and we'll have
no,
water.
I think we're gonna be fine because I have the book of mushroom cooking.
And Sereth holds up a
Yeah.
hand. If we're traveling the Underdark, I still know it. I can help us look for food and whatnot. Help
Can
us
also
hunt. I know I know ways to get water. How to clean a cavern wall and wring it out.
I have spells for creating water. That's not my main issue.
All right. I think between us, we should be fine. Though it can't
We-
hurt to get a few days worth of rations just to be
Yes,
on the
we
safe
could get
side.
some emergency. Do we want to get straight rations or do we want to get like flour, salt?
that
If you
lasts
bake
long.
actual things, I do occasionally give things like temporary HP or other benefits if you go delicious in dungeon and make food.
Well, I do have cooking supplies with me, but I was thinking we better get rations that last a long time in case we cannot find something on the road.
All right. So we should get some of both.
Opportunities like I want to cook.
Well, I
Like
think
I
that
said.
we should. I think that we
Yeah.
shouldn't. I think that we shouldn't eat only rations because
No, we won't.
All right.
The
Okay, good.
rations
So how's
are
this
an
sound?
emergency in case we
Yeah,
can't find
5 silver
anything.
piece for rations, and then it'll be 5 silver piece for we'll say 10 servings of
Supplies.
like cooking ingredients. So 10
Well-
servings of flour, 10 servings of spices.
I'm broke. I can contribute exactly 1 ration.
I think I
Alright.
have enough.
Alrighty. You can figure
Well-
that out after you've left if you guys want to do that math off
Yeah.
screen.
We should do
Okay.
it
And
later.
go collect your last person.
Stool is already in the traveling room, so we're going to go and find Thorin.
Astavia, I mean.
Oh, that
Really
too.
got it.
I don't know about that. Fine. She can come. Blah.
I mean, you don't have to take her. I'll just sit here and wait until Sinjalorn meets back up.
You guys
Wait,
can
so
return back
she
to the
follows our commands, right?
No,
She's
Oh.
Yeah,
been tasked to
she's-
help you guys.
I've been tasked to
whatever
protect
that
you
means.
once you leave the city.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel
And
like
Warren
okay.
has left the city.
Oh, just straight up. We're never gonna
He's
see each other
gone.
again. This is it. The party's over.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
I'm the DM and I've got this.
Okay. He's gotta come back as a boss fight.
All right.
That'd be fun.
While you were
It
in
would be.
the archives, did you find a map? Because again, we got here via a portal. We still don't know how to get out.
I will admit I overlooked that much.
Oh,
I did not
Um,
look for it.
I can say that while you were looking around and found out about Aramikos, I mentioned that was on a map. There would be other
Hmm.
maps in that section that you skimmed through.
Alright.
The majority of the exits from Gauntlgrim actually are in the Iron Tabernacle. There are 4 kind of cardinal ones, the north, east, south, and west exits, and then there are just smaller caverns that have either opened up or were naturally there.
In that case, if we're gonna go back on that a bit. Could I have gotten a transcript of a map as well?
That'll be nice.
Sure. And like I said, it would have been around the area that you were after the Aramikos.
Yeah.
What kind of
I
map
may
are
or
you
may not
specifically after? Just one of the Iron Tabernacle exits, or
I suppose
larger map
one
of-
towards because there isn't a map towards the Graven Hollow because it hasn't
I
been
have the
really found.
directions. Yeah.
yes,
So just a general area of the northeast, was it?
yeah. Go
Yeah, the
ahead
north-
and give me another investigation check.
Gladly. There you go, 23.
Fantastic. Give me just a moment. There's that. You're gonna get something actually probably pretty useful here. Let's see, can I get what I want? Yeah, probably. Snipping tool. New. Yeah, that's what I'm after. Yeah, we'll do that. And I close that. As you were looking around, you were able to find this section of map. I think it's under gallery, right? Yeah, perfect. Open to Discord. Where are you? There you are. You gonna show this, or is you gonna keep this to yourself?
I'll show it.
All right, cool.
It's better if
Put
we
it-
all know the rough way in case we get
Team 6
separated.
channel, perfect. And you know what? I'll put this in the cave chat text. All right. Let's see. Hopefully that loads up like I want it to. Yeah, you can just see the corner of Gonfal Rim in the left there. It's a little low resolution, but you can read things.
All right.
It does list a location near Blingenstone that I can't remember if you guys heard about or not. You may have heard it rumored, Entomok Spoon. But other than that, not too much extra is revealed by this map.
It'll have to do.
Oh, I took Eldith with you guys. She's back home. Get out of there. Where are you guys headed? Is it time to leave?
I suppose. Because if we look at this map and we see that if we look at this map and draw out the route that the directions to the Graven Hollow would have us take, then we would find that yeah.
That it's to the northeast.
This basically just says walk straight.
Pretty much.
That's easy. And it's gonna be hard.
What is your guys' pace? Are you stopping by any of the shrines on your way out, or is it just sprint out of the city and go?
This doesn't say how long it's going to take to get there.
It does not, but looking at the map that Salxus has found, it does have a rough key for distance, and you've gotten an idea of the speed you've been traveling since you've been down here. So you are able
But-
to surmise that it'll take, like I said, a day or a week and a few days.
All right. So then, if we travel leisurely, then we will only have 1 day spare. And I don't know if we want to take that risk.
No, let's take a proper traveling speed.
And hurry.
There are 3 speeds: slow, medium, and fast.
Let's take medium if I had to
Medium
choose.
is the
the
6
one. Medium
that
will
gives
get
you a
us there
spare
with
day.
1 day spare. Because
Oh,
we were asleep for
okay.
2 days.
Can
Exactly.
we do halfway fast, halfway medium?
We can travel some of the time at a fast speed and some of the time at a medium
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah.
Start out fast while you're fresh from the city, and then slow down once you get a little closer.
We'll
That's what I
also be
would
able
be
to rest in
suggesting.
the traveling room, so
Yeah.
Well, Seraph might not be willing to go back inside, but that's his problem.
well,
Alright.
and the ceiling isn't wooden, so
I'm
that's
assuming
fine.
this is being discussed as you guys are on your way out to the Iron
Yes,
Tabernacle.
you're already walking toward the gate.
All right.
What if since have we tried picking up
Are you
the
going from the North
traveling-
Passage, the East Passage, or are you going a different one? Like one of the miniature, less labeled ones?
Mm,
I think the north one would be the most sense looking at the map. Because it's more
Yeah.
northeast.
and it
There we go.
and it makes sense to use a larger, one of the main exits, so that
Right.
it doesn't look like we're sneaking out of town.
Yeah.
All right, as you guys travel through the Iron Tabernacle for one last time, Opportunity and Salxus, without all of the allies they had originally arrived with, can depart in much better condition than how they originally showed up. Who would like to make the perception check for the group as you travel? It will be done at disadvantage. Your fast
Just-
pace making it difficult to keep up.
What about
Uh,
passive perception?
Did they
I will accept
did they end up
passive
picking me up?
Yes.
Yes.
They
I
did?
had them
Okay.
go back to the Great Keep, but I guess they just kind of kept talking. I was like, all right, I just want to let you get moving.
We opened up the map at the Great Keep, and then we just started walking, and
So yeah. I will accept your passive perception with a -2 to it.
Okay, do we want a 16 or do we want to roll with disadvantage?
16 is more than half. And rolling with disadvantage, we're almost guaranteed to be lower than half.
I mean, yeah, I have pretty high perception, but my luck, when it comes to being important, my luck isn't reliable.
I could give you a bardic inspiration. We're close enough to the city that making noise isn't a problem.
Yeah, I guess we could have prepared a little bit, so I could have given myself a guidance as well for that.
Are you going for the roll? Or are you taking the guidance and throwing that on top?
I'll take the guidance and throw it on top of my rolls.
Do you want the bardic inspiration too?
Well, this
If
is
you're
this
willing
is
to
this
do it.
is after you've left the city and you're traveling. This is going to be
Yeah.
for something else. Yeah. As you guys have left the city and I've been traveling for maybe 2 or 3 hours. So what is it? There we go. Perception.
Plus
14.
just 1d4 for...
Yes, for guidance.
There we go.
18. Fantastic.
All right.
I don't have physical dice directly with me, do I? Of course I don't. Why would I? I believe I asked this question, but I guess I'll get more of an answer now. Would Whisper be trying to harvest any of these glowing crystals, Jeff?
Yes.
Alrighty. As you guys can hear, kind of chink, chink. As you move further into this cavern, the space is suffused with a light, dim glow. Almost a purple haze seems to hang in the air that gathers greatly around crystals that have begun to grow from the walls, ceilings, and occasionally floor of this cavern. They glow almost like drift globes as you. I'd probably help if I got you guys on the right map here.
Yep.
And then start revealing things, which I was about to do as well. Polygon reveal. As you guys find your way into this cavern, this noise echoing out from somewhere ahead of you. To turn, peeking around it gently.
We still can't see anything.
I'm getting there. There you
we
go.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Takes a second. Peeking
Yep.
around this corner gently, you will be able to see, I believe, do I have them? Nope. Gotta get you on the right layer as well.
I've seen this place before.
Yes,
I
you
can't-
have.
The one that
Oh.
the one that you have on your map I can't move, so the one I have I can move.
Which one's yours? That one. Okay, move yours out the way. There we go. Let me get the right thing too. And get on the right letter as well. There we go. All right. Put it in front of that crystal. You guys can see a figure swinging a pickaxe at a crystal. Or I guess you didn't have the pickaxe, did you?
No, I did have the pickaxe.
Okay, yeah. I don't think they would be able to hear it, but that perception check is for something else. Sauxus, as you watch this figure swinging the pickaxe at this crystal again and again, trying to gently cleave a chunk away, you can notice two things. One, if the pickaxe ever strikes the crystal directly, it goes off in an almost blinding flash. The figure is working the space around the stone, or the stone around the crystal instead. And two, from one or two of those small flashes, Sauxus can see vague shadows of figures standing around this pit, opposite this figure. You are welcome to describe your new character, Jeff, and then we will probably wrap the session up there.
So his name is Silent Fang. And
yes.
he is a small tabaxi fighter. In avenging gear, his fur is a light silver and dark gray.
And I'm guessing you've got the robe with all of its patches on.
Yes.
Yeah, he's wearing a kind of purple robe that has various patches looking like different things, from rowboats and ladders to lanterns and coils of rope. And once again, as he swings this pickaxe and it strikes, Sauxus, for just the briefest second, can see three figures around this hole closing in towards the figure in the flashes, as we can call the session there.
All right.
Well, I'm certainly glad that I didn't go off on my own little side quest before. We would have all ended up in the same boat.
Big changes and goodbyes.
All
Shall
right.
we see all of these people again? Find out later on in this campaign.
Yep.